Okay, so in the last season, we can see that this is pre-monsoon season this year. We had a good rainfall activity almost to most parts of the country. In fact, in the northwest India and even central India, generally we don't have climatologically, we don't get much rainfall. Over the central India also, we got some rainfall activity here. And you can see that in all these 3 months, March, April, and May, we could get a good rainfall activity. As a result, this season, we had a country as a whole, there was 8% more than normal. We could get 12% more than normal for this season, and only for May we had 8% more than normal. And you can see that except for east and northeast India, in the month of May, we could get in all other region above normal rainfall activity. And in the same is for the seasonal feature also, you can see east and northeast India in the minus, but all other are in the positive. Now coming to heavy rainfall and extreme heavy rainfall, you can see that this year we had relatively less number compared to last 2 years during the season. So you had only 211, maybe last, yesterday and the next 2-3 days we may get some more, but still we may much lag behind the last 2 years also. And this is the region that you can see that where heavy rainfall events had occurred. Coming to monthly temperature during the last month, this is maximum temperature, minimum temperature, and mean temperature. You can see that most parts of the country, the temperature, all the temperature, maximum, minimum, or mean, was below normal. You can see represented by the green color. Only in some parts of northeast and southern, we had a normal temperatures. Now, though we had heat waves occurred during May over some parts of the country, relatively, if we compare with the previous 3 years, you will see that 2023 had in all the 3 months less heat wave conditions compared to the last year. Both compared to normal also, the heat wave conditions were less than normal. Now these are the stations which had recorded during the month of May temperatures above 45 and above. So we had some stations, but overall if you see, heat wave conditions were subdued during the month of May as well as throughout the season, except some period of April. We could, in the first 15 days, we could get a heat wave condition. Otherwise, mostly it was subdued. You know that IMD is providing monthly rainfall and temperature forecast every month for the next month. So this was the forecast that we had issued in the month of end of April for the month of May. You can see that as far as rainfall, this is the observed rainfall category in the left side, and in the right side the forecast category. So you can see that in both observed as well as in the forecast, it's above normal rainfall activity. So can you keep silent? Yeah. So you can see that over northwest India we had above normal rainfall correctly forecasted, and similarly in many parts of southern peninsula. At the same time, in the northeast India and Kerala, etc., and along the west coast, below normal rainfall also was predicted correctly. Now coming to maximum temperature, this is the observed. You can see that most parts of the country we had below normal, and it is also was predicted, particularly over northwest India, and many parts we could only normal in that area. But overall, if you see the figure, we could capture most of the rainfall maximum temperature distribution during the month of May. Same is the case of minimum temperature also. You can see that most of the parts we had a below normal minimum temperature, and that could be captured. But you can't get a 1-to-1 in all region. But overall, if you see that it could capture, the forecast could capture the observed minimum temperature distribution in the month of May. Now coming to the heat waves, we had predicted heat waves. So you can see that east central India and neighboring, eastern northwest India also. So these are the stations which recorded. You can see the locations, though that significant heat waves were not recorded, but you can see many parts of the country where we had predicted heat wave also was observed. Now coming to the current situation, you know that last 4 days or so, a western disturbance is actually impacting our western Himalayan region and neighboring, central India. So, and it also had a good rainfall activity last 2 days. Now, we are expecting that next coming to 2 or 3 days, this activity likely to continue. And since, we are also expecting a fresh thunderstorm, WD in the next around the 29. So there will be more activity over northwest India and the central part. Therefore, the heat wave conditions are likely to subdued in the next few days over northwest India as well as the neighboring central India. Now, most important, coming to advance of southwest monsoon. You remember we had actually progressed monsoon over Southeast Bay of Bengal, Nicobar Islands and South Andaman Sea on 19th May. Thereafter, though we have got a cross equatorial flow, still the monsoon is yet to organize over that region. However, now since the last 2 or 3 days, the cross equatorial flow in the Eastern Indian Ocean has strengthened, and we are also seeing that cross equatorial flow is slowly spreading westward, and associated with that convection is improving, and therefore we are expecting, we are feeling that the conditions are becoming more favorable for further advance of southwest monsoon into some more parts of the South Bay of Bengal, Andaman Sea and Andaman Nicobar Island during the next 2 days. We are also expecting a sizer over North Andaman Sea around 29th May. Therefore, it is likely to strengthen the monsoon flow over the region, and we are also, as we had predicted, that monsoon onset is we are expecting likely to happen in the 4th June, around the 4th June. So this is also reflected in our extended rainfall, extended rainfall forecast that was issued yesterday. Actually, you can see in the period 2nd to 8th June, as well as the previous June, rainfall activity over Kerala is increasing, and this is being both seen over both CFS2 of IMD as well as NCOM models of NCMRWF. So we are expecting that a monsoon onset over Kerala is likely to take place around the 4th June as we had predicted on the 16th May. Now, the most important of today, that is, that we have been started a new strategy for long-range forecast based on multi-model ensemble of dynamical models. These dynamical models means the best dynamical coupled model, from various climate centers throughout the globe actually. So we has taken around, simulation of around 12 very good models from all over the globe. And out of that, best few models has been selected to prepare the MME. So this is the methodology that we use. You know that we had issued the first stage forecast in April for all India and special pattern of probability forecast, and as well as June temperature and rainfall. Now in the second stage, or we are going to provide you the update for the April forecast of all India average season rainfall and a special pattern of probabilistic forecast which we had issued in the month of April. And in addition to that, we also will be providing forecast, probabilistic forecast for homogeneous regions of the country, and as well as monsoon convergence zone, which actually represents most of the rain-fed agriculture regions of the country. And from 2021, we have started to issue monthly rainfall and temperature forecast, again based on MME of dynamical models. And generally, we provide monthly forecast in the previous month, end of the previous month. So we had issued in the, now we are here to issue forecast for month of June, May end, and we will be updating monthly forecast in the end of June as well as in the end of July and August for the subsequent month, both rainfall as well as temperature. In addition to that, in the end of July, we also will be providing month, second half of the forecast for the second half of the monsoon season, and associated with, generally we also issue forecast for the date of monsoon onset over Kerala in the middle of May. So we are here now to issue the second stage forecast. So before I provide you the summary of the forecast for this year, I will just brief you about the status, the current status of the El Nino and IOD, which are major drivers of the monsoon rainfall over the country. We know that though El Nino are inversely related to the monsoon, there is no one-to-one relation between El Nino and Indian monsoon. However, most of the El Nino are generally related with below normal rainfall in the country, and at the same time, Indian Ocean dipole, which is actually mainly similar to El Nino in the Pacific, in the Indian Ocean, that also has got a significant relationship. Though the relation of between IOD and Indian monsoon rainfall is not as strong as compared to the relationship between El Nino and Indian monsoon, still it actually modulates the association between ENSO and Indian monsoon rainfall. Now, at present, it is seen that the conditions in the Pacific has turned. It has covered the threshold value of 0.5 and above in many parts of the equatorial, central, and East Pacific. Particularly Nino 1+2, that is East Pacific, the temperatures are 1.7 degree, and Nino 3.4, it is actually 0.5 degree, which is exactly threshold value. So slowly the conditions are becoming favorable for the development of El Nino conditions over the equatorial Pacific, and these are all indicated by our monsoon machine coupled forecasting system. It is showing that there is almost more than 90%. It is a very high probability that an El Nino will develop during the during the monsoon season, and it will continue up to winter of the next year, that is 2024. Coming to Indian Ocean dipole, currently neutral IOD conditions are observed over the Indian Ocean, and however the forecast from multimodal, our monsoon mission coupled forecasting system are indicating again strong probability, more than 70%, that a positive IOD will develop over the Indian Ocean. So this is a much favorable for improving the monsoon, strengthening of the monsoon flow over Indian region. Now, this is also indicated by the other global models. Similar to our MMCFS, they are also supporting the current neutral conditions, and so neutral condition to turn to El Nino condition during the monsoon season, and similarly the neutral IOD condition presently observed to change into positive IOD condition during the monsoon season. Particularly the positive IOD can be seen during the June, July, August months itself. So in the next 3 months itself, the positive IOD throughout the monsoon season, positive IOD is likely to be active. Now, this is the forecast for the 2023 southwest monsoon rainfall over the country as a whole. Quantitatively, the southwest monsoon season rainfall over the country as a whole is likely to be 96% of the long period average, with a model error of plus or minus 4%. The LPA, that is long period average of the seasonal rainfall over the country, as you know, it is for the period 71 to 2020, the last 50 years is 87 centimeter. If we observe the probabilistic forecast for the 5 category of the rainfall, you will see that the maximum probability is for the normal. Therefore, we say that the southwest monsoon season rainfall over the country as a whole is most likely to be normal, that is between 96 to 104 of a long period average. So the highest probability out of all the 5 category is for normal category, that is 96 to 100 for percentage of long period average. Now coming to the homogeneous region wise, you can see that we have divided the country into 4 regions: Northwest India, Central India, Northeast India, and Southern Peninsula. You can see that below normal is most likely over Northwest India. That is, rainfall is likely to be less than 92% of the long period average. However, all other 3 category, regions, that is Central India, Northeast India, and South Peninsula, in all regions, the rainfall is likely to be normal. That is 94 to 106% in all the 3 regions. And coming to monsoon core zone, which actually represents or consists of almost all the rain-fed agriculture regions of the country. Therefore, this region is very important for every monsoon season. And as per our forecast, it is likely to be the rainfall over monsoon core zone is likely to be normal. That is again 94 to 106% of the long period average. Now, if you see the spatial distribution of the probability forecast for the 2023 southwest monsoon seasonal rainfall over the country, you can see that normal to above normal rainfall can be observed. Most areas of South Peninsular India, you can see this part shown by blue color, you can see that blue, and many areas of northeastern extreme North India. So it is a typical El Nino type signal. You can see that rainfall over peninsular India and northeast, and as well as extreme North India, you have got a blue color indicating above normal, and this yellow color and red color, this indicates below normal. That consists of many areas of northwest India and adjoining west central India, northern parts of the peninsular India, and along the foothills of Himalayas. You can see that this region, but this white shaded area are indicating that there is the probability forecaster of climatological probability. That means all the category has got a equal probability for this region. Now, coming to 2023 June rainfall for a country as a whole, June rainfall average over the country as a whole, it is most likely to be below normal. That is less than 92% of the long period average. And this long period average for the month of June is 164.4 millimeter or 16.4 centimeter. And if you see the spatial distribution over most part of the country, the rainfall is likely to be below normal, indicated by, you can see that yellow color. But however, some parts of South Peninsular India, some parts of Northwest India and extreme North India, and some parts of Northeast India, you can see that blue color indicating above normal rainfall. Again, the white color indicates climatological probabilities over that region. So this is about June monthly rainfall forecast. Now, coming to probabilistic forecast for the maximum temperature, you can see that above normal maximum temperatures are expected over most parts of the country, whereas normal to below normal temperatures are expected over northernmost part and some parts of southern peninsular India. Otherwise, mostly we will be expecting above normal maximum temperature during the month of June. Coming to minimum temperature also, you can see that except for below normal over extreme North India and northernmost Northeast India and some parts of Northwest India, most other parts we are expecting above normal minimum temperature over the country. Now, after giving forecast, monthly and seasonal rainfall forecast and the monthly temperature forecast, we will see that forecast for El Nino, as already I had told you, currently ENSO neutral conditions are observed over the Pacific, and as per both our MMCFS as well as all other global models, they are showing high probabilities for the development of El Nino condition during the upcoming monsoon season. At the same time, there is a positive IOD conditions are likely during the monsoon season over Indian Ocean region. So therefore, there is a both El Nino as well as positive IODs likely during the monsoon season. Now I will read, in Hindi, same forecast. This is first, पूरे देश में 2023 दक्षिण पश्चिम मानसून वर्षा के लिए पूर्वानुमान है। ये पूर्वानुमान बताता है कि मात्रात्मक रूप से मानसून ऋतुनिष्ठा वर्ष 96 प्लस और माइनस 4% की मॉडल त्रुटि के साथ दीर्घावधि औसत एलपीए का 96% होने की संभावना है। और आपका जो नॉर्मल है, इसका जो एलपीए है 87 सेंटीमीटर। पूरे देश में जो प्रोबेबिलिस्टिक फोरकास्ट जैसे मैंने बताया, ये पूरे देश में इस साल मानसून ऋतु वर्षा सामान्य रहने की संभावना है, क्योंकि आप देखेंगे जो प्रोबेबिलिटी सामान्य कैटेगरी के लिए बाकी सभी कैटेगरी से ज्यादा है। अभी आप रीजन वाइज देखेंगे, जैसे जो उत्तर पश्चिम भारत के लिए सामान्य से कम बारिश संभावित है, और जो नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडिया और दूसरा बाकी जो 3 रीजन है, नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडिया, मध्य भारत और दक्षिण प्रायद्वीप, ये सभी तीनों रीजन में नॉर्मल मानसून, सीजनल मानसून रहने की संभावना है। और जो मानसून कोरसोन है, जैसे आपको मालूम है, अधिकांश जो वर्ष के आधारित कृषि क्षेत्र शामिल है, उधर भी मानसून सामान्य होने की संभावना है। दैट इज 94 to 106% ऑफ लॉन्ग पीरियड एवरेज। यदि हम लोग स्पेशल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन देखते हैं प्रोबेबिलिटी फोरकास्ट, अब जैसे साउथ पेनिनसुला इंडिया में और नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडिया और जो एक्सट्रीम नॉर्थ इंडिया में अबव नॉर्मल रेनफॉल रहने की संभावना है। लेकिन आप देखेंगे जो नॉर्थ वेस्ट इंडिया, जो अलोंग द फुट हिल्स ऑफ हिमालय और सेंट्रल इंडिया में मोस्टली बिलो नॉर्मल मानसून सामान्य से कम रहने की संभावना है। और जो वाइट कलर शेडेड जो दिया है, उधर क्लाइमेटोलॉजिकल प्रोबेबिलिटी का ज्यादा संभावना। ये जून मंथ का वर्षा के लिए फोरकास्ट यदि देखेंगे, पूरे मोस्ट ऑफ द पार्ट्स जो देखेंगे, जो देश के अधिकांश हिस्सों में बिलो नॉर्मल रेनफॉल या सामान्य से कम होने की संभावना है। लेकिन आप देखेंगे ये जो सम पार्ट्स ऑफ नॉर्थ वेस्ट इंडिया, द एक्सट्रीम नॉर्थ इंडिया और जो पेनिनसुला और सम पार्ट्स ऑफ नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडिया, इस भाग में सामान्य से अधिक रेनफॉल इस महीने में मिलने की संभावना है। यदि हम लोग टेम्परेचर फोरकास्ट देखेंगे, अधिकतम तापमान, ये जो मोस्ट ऑफ द पार्ट्स ऑफ द कंट्री सामान्य से अधिक रहने की संभावना है। लेकिन जैसे नॉर्दर्न मोस्ट पार्ट्स और कुछ सदर्न पार्ट्स में ये नॉर्मल, सामान्य या सामान्य से कम होने की संभावना है अधिकतम तापमान की। और न्यूनतम तापमान के लिए अगेन आप देखेंगे कि मोस्ट पार्ट्स ऑफ द कंट्री सामान्य से अधिक होने की संभावना है, लेकिन नॉर्दर्न मोस्ट पार्ट्स सामान्य से कम होने का, और इधर भी जो नॉर्दर्न मोस्ट पार्ट्स ऑफ नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडिया और कोई साउदर्न पेनिनसुला का कोई एरिया में सामान्य या सामान्य से कम होने की संभावना है। और जैसे मैंने बताया, अंग्रेजी में जो हिंद महासागर और इक्वेटोरियल पैसिफिक ओशन में एल नीनो कंडीशन करंटली न्यूट्रल है, और मानसून सीजन में जाते हुए ये न्यूट्रल कंडीशन एलिनो कंडीशंस में टर्न होने के लिए अच्छी संभावना है, बहुत अच्छी हाई प्रोबेबिलिटी है। ये जो हिंद महासागर में भी पॉजिटिव आईओडी का डेवलपमेंट होने की संभावना है, वो भी 70% से ज्यादा प्रोबेबिलिटी है इसके लिए। थैंक यू। सो आप यदि कोई क्वेश्चन
Dr. Pai, can you